My name is Freya. I teach you how to train your brain so it thinks in English. When you think in English, you speak with ease and your words come quickly. You do not need to pause or search for every word. You feel more free and natural. The secret is to start small and build up every day. Imagine your day from the moment you wake up. When you open your eyes, your brain is still sleepy. But you can change that. Think about your morning as if you are describing it to a friend. Use simple questions. Who am I with? What do I do? When does it happen? Where am I? And why do I do it? Ask these questions in your mind. For example, if you wake up at 6, say, I wake up at 6. Look around. I see my bed, my window, my alarm clock. Then add, I feel ready to start the day. Use the 5 words, who, what, when, where, and why. They help you build your story in English. Every part of your day can become an English story. In the morning, you might get up and make tea or coffee. You might say, I wake up and make tea, first thing in the morning. Then you drop off your children at school or head to work. Use short phrases like, I drop my son off at school. Use words like catch up when you call a friend. Say, I catch up with my friend over a phone call. When you leave home, say, I am heading home. These small sentences help your brain to work directly in English. Each action becomes a sentence in your mind. Soon your thoughts are in English and not in your native language. You can also think of your day in parts. Think of your morning, your afternoon, and your evening as 3 different stories. In the morning, you build energy. In the afternoon, you work with focus. In the evening, you relax and share moments with your family. Use the 5 W's for each part. For example, when you meet your colleagues, ask, who am I with? What are we doing? When is our meeting? Where is it held? And why are we meeting? This simple structure helps you speak without worry. It teaches you to plan your sentences before you say them. Consistency is the key. Every day, practice thinking in English. Switch the language on your phone and computer. Read books, watch videos, or listen to podcasts in English. Let your mind absorb new words naturally. You can write down what you see and hear in simple words. For example, if you see a tree, say, I see a tree. If you hear a song, try to write down the words that you understand. This is like a game that makes your mind work in English. Even if you do it for just 5 minutes, every day it adds up. When you learn a new word or a new phrase, do not stop to translate it in your head. Instead, learn it as a whole idea. Think of the word consistency. It means to do the same thing every day in the same way. When you say, I am consistent in my practice, you let your brain understand that regular effort makes you strong. Think of discipline as the quality that helps you control yourself, even when you feel like giving up. Every time you practice speaking in English, you build strength in your mind. Sometimes, when you speak a new language, you feel the need to translate everything from your native language. This slows you down and makes you pause. Instead, try to think directly in English. Imagine you are at home or at work and you describe what is happening around you in simple words. Look at the objects in your room and name them. Say, this is a book, this is a cup, this is my table. Then move on to your actions. When you are working, say, I write, I read, I listen. These short sentences help your brain to create connections. It is not just about the daily routine. Think about special times, like your vacation. Imagine a long road trip to a new place. Say, I drive for 4 hours. I see new roads. I meet with my family. I eat good food. I have fun. Use simple words to tell a story of adventure. You can describe every detail: where you stayed, what you ate, and who you met. When you think about these memories in English, your mind starts to see the world through a new lens. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. There is a moment when everything changes. I remember when I was in a new country, staying with a host family. In the morning, I felt shy. My brain was slow. I still thought in my native language when I answered questions. But as the day passed and I spoke only in English, something amazing happened. I went to sleep thinking in English. The next morning I woke up and I was already dreaming in English. That was a turning point. My brain had learned to switch automatically. I knew that I had reached a new stage. I had built a habit. I had trained my brain to work in a new language. There are simple rules to keep that change alive. Travel to a country where English is spoken if you can. Stay with local people. Let the language surround you. If travel is not possible, bring English into your daily life at home. Read books and magazines in English. Change your apps and your settings to English. Even your diary can be in English. Write about your day in simple words. Do not worry about perfect grammar. Just let your thoughts flow. Another way to practice is to use your favourite songs. Listen to an English song and write down the lyrics. Try to understand every word. If you do not know a word, look it up in English. This way, you learn new ideas without translation. Your mind starts to connect images with words directly. You can also watch short videos in English. Pause and think about what you see. Write a few sentences about the images. This exercise builds a link between your thoughts and the language. The more you do it, the easier it is to think without stopping to translate. You can set aside a few minutes each day to train your brain. Sit quietly and describe your surroundings in English. Look out the window. Say, I see a car. I see a bird. I see the sky. Speak slowly and clearly. Describe what you do and what you feel. You might say, I walk to the bus. I stand and wait. I feel the wind on my face. Let your mind speak in short, simple sentences. This exercise makes your thoughts flow naturally. Soon your brain will start to think in English without effort. Another helpful idea is to talk to yourself. Stand in front of a mirror and have a short conversation. Say, hello, how are you today? I feel happy. I will do my best today. This may feel strange at first, but it is a powerful way to practice. The more you speak out loud, the more confident you become. Your mind gets used to the sound of English. You notice new words and new ways of expressing your thoughts. Each small step adds to your growth. Sometimes it is useful to use a conversation partner or join a community of learners. Share your daily routine in English with others. Ask your friends to join you. Talk about your day, your feelings, and your dreams. Use simple phrases like, I had a good day, or I learned something new. When you speak with others, you have to think quickly. This challenge makes your mind sharper. It helps you learn how to express ideas without a pause. The more you practice with real people, the faster you will progress. The goal is to reach a point where you do not have to translate at all. You will see that thinking in English makes your speech smooth and natural. You will not feel lost when you speak. You will not worry about finding the right words. Instead, you will feel the language inside you. It will become as natural as breathing. You will learn to speak about your morning routine, your work, your vacation, and even your dreams without hesitation. Remember, every step matters. When you start your day by naming the things around you, you build a habit. When you describe your routine using simple words, you train your brain to work in English. Every time you listen to an English podcast or watch a short video, you add new words to your mind. When you write down your thoughts, you make the language a part of your life. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Just like exercising at the gym, daily practice will make you fluent. Some days you may feel tired or frustrated. You might think, I cannot do this. But remember that every small effort counts. Even 5 minutes a day can change the way your mind works. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Your brain will slowly let go of the need to translate. Instead, it will start to think directly in English. Soon you will notice that you dream in English. You will wake up with thoughts already in English. That is the magic of constant practice. The process is not always easy. There will be days when you get stuck or forget a word. This is normal. Mistakes are part of learning. Each error is a chance to grow. Do not be afraid to speak. Do not worry about perfection. Instead, focus on the effort you put in every day. Over time, you will see improvement. Your voice will become clearer. Your mind will become faster. And you will feel more confident. Imagine a day when you do not have to stop and think. When you speak, the words come out quickly. When you listen, you understand every sentence. When you read, you see the meaning without pause. That day is not far away. It starts with small actions. It starts with the decision to let your mind work in English. You can choose to change your habits. You can choose to embrace the language in every part of your day. And when you do, you unlock a new way of thinking. Think about all the ways you can immerse yourself in English. Watch the news in English. Change your social media language to English. Read articles, books, and magazines. Listen to podcasts and songs. Speak with friends who also practice English. Write notes and journals in English. Every moment is an opportunity to train your brain. Use the 5 W's to describe your life. Let your thoughts become sentences. Let your mind build ideas without any pauses for translation. When you practice, always remind yourself that your brain is learning new paths. Each time you repeat a word or a phrase, you strengthen the connection in your mind. Your memory builds bridges between the images you see and the words you use. Soon these bridges become highways. You no longer have to search for the right word. The word is already there, waiting for you. It is a sign that you are moving forward and that you are becoming more fluent. Sometimes, you may want to compare your progress with the beginning. Remember how hard it felt to speak the first time. Now, every day you improve. Every day you add new words. Every day you feel a little more confident. The journey is long but full of small victories. Each victory is a stepping stone. Each stepping stone brings you closer to thinking in English naturally. Your brain is powerful. It can adapt and learn new patterns. All you need to do is give it a chance. Every time you challenge yourself with a new English word or a new sentence, you train your mind. Every time you listen to an English podcast or watch an English video, you expose your brain to new ideas. And every time you speak, you build the habit of thinking directly in English. This habit will become part of who you are. I invite you to try these exercises every day. Begin by describing your morning. Talk about your work, your hobbies, and your family. Let each part of your day become a story in English. Write a few simple sentences. Speak them aloud. Use the 5 W's to guide you. This simple method works for every situation. It works when you are at home, at work, or on a vacation. It works in a busy street and in a quiet room. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Before you finish your day, take a moment to reflect. Sit quietly and think about what happened. Describe it in English. Write it down if you can. This reflection helps your mind to store the new habits you have built. It is like finishing a workout at the gym. Your mind rests and then grows stronger. You wake up the next day ready to think in English again. At the end of your journey, you will see a remarkable change. Your brain will start to work in English by itself. You will speak with more speed and confidence. Your thoughts will flow like a gentle stream. You will no longer feel the need to translate every word. Your mind will be at home in English, just like it is in your native language. And that is the true sign of fluency. Today, I invite you to take the first step. Change your phone to English. Read a book in English. Write a few sentences about your day. Speak aloud even if you are alone. Each small act is a seed planted in your mind. With time, these seeds will grow into a beautiful garden of thoughts in English. Your brain will become a place where English is alive and natural. Remember that learning a language is a journey of many days. Some days will be easy and some days will be hard. Do not give up. Keep practicing every day. Use the simple steps you have learned. Use the 5 W's to build your sentences. Immerse yourself in the language by reading, listening, and speaking. Let your mind embrace English fully. With consistency and discipline, you will see your progress. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a day when your thoughts come easily in English. Picture yourself speaking fluently without hesitation. Feel the joy of understanding every word and expressing your ideas clearly. That day is coming because every small effort builds up to that big change. Your journey begins with the decision to train your brain, and with each passing day, you will become more and more confident. This lesson is the start of a new chapter. It is a promise to yourself that you will let English be part of your everyday life. The road may be long, but every step counts. Each sentence you speak in English makes your brain stronger. Every time you think in English, you are building a habit that lasts a lifetime. Embrace the challenge, enjoy the journey, let your mind become a home for English. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Remember, every moment is a chance to think in English. Your brain is ready to grow and learn. Let it shine with the light of a new language. Now go ahead, start your day, speak a few sentences, and watch as your mind transforms. The adventure has just begun. Thanks for watching.